Can you fall in love with the same person twice? Me and my husband's relationship was amazing until I found our tapes in his work group chat. Up until this point, everything was going smoothly. I was pregnant with a baby on the way, and the pregnancy hormones were making my kitty cat go crazy, if you catch my drift. And since my husband Daniel found baby bumps mega attractive, this pretty much worked out for both of us. My last boyfriend had leaked my nudes and ruined my life, so it took a lot for me to trust again. And it's not like we weren't making love, but it was definitely on the much more vanilla side. But during the pregnancy, he spent every night on his knees before bed and told my baby belly about his day. Sometimes I'd catch him whispering promises about being a good dad, and that just activated something in me. So much so that I started to trust him with my body. Plus, he'd always say things like, "We'll never do anything you don't want to do," or "If you ever want me to stop, tell me and I'll stop straight away." And I know this is the bare minimum, but to a girl like me who was hurt the way I was, it was everything. It made me fall in love all over again. I was lying in bed right beside him when I couldn't sleep, and my phone had somehow jumped from 10% to 1% to completely dead in just a few minutes. So I simply stole Daniel, my husband's phone, to entertain myself with some shitty Adam Sandler movie. As soon as I turned it on, I saw a notification pop up. It was his friend from his work group chat. Damn, my boy Daniel getting silly with it, followed by eggplant and peach emojis. Curiosity piqued my interest, and I ended up clicking on it. What I saw made me feel so sick I wanted to vomit all over him. Right there wasn't just one video of us having sex. No, it was dozens. I had no idea he was even recording us. I immediately threw his phone down beside him and spent the rest of the night lying wide awake with my hand on my belly. What the F are you supposed to do in these situations? Well, actually, I knew exactly what. The next time we made love, I started whispering things that I knew he was too busy to hear. "Why is it so small? I can barely feel it. I wish it was your brother instead," are all things I said LOL. The rest of the day he acted completely normal until the next morning, because that's when he realized that I had figured out he was filming us. But instead of confronting the issue and apologizing, he tried to get me to bring it up, kept asking if I was okay, if I was excited to have the baby with him, and when I wouldn't budge, he started love bombing me with flowers and chocolates, something he hadn't even done since we first met. But I couldn't enjoy it, because every time I looked at him, I was reminded of how he talked about me in his group chat. Things like pregnancy brain makes them so easy to manipulate. She actually believes I want this baby LOL, and damaged goods from her ex, but I'm fixing that with this D. Like what? And for some reason, he was actually surprised when I handed him divorce papers later that week. So I finally confirmed what I saw, and he pointed his head towards the floor like he was ashamed. He tried to win me back, to tell me that it wasn't that bad because he didn't even show my face. But all of it just made me feel even more disgusted, and I knew there was no way I could ever let my future daughter go anywhere near him. I left for my mother's that same day, and she agreed that I had done the right thing, and she would help me raise my baby girl. I spent the rest of the day crying, not just for me, but for little Isabella who wouldn't grow up with her bio dad, for the home we had that was destroyed. But when I woke up that morning, my pain was exemplified, because someone had made an Instagram to promote my lonely fans, one that I had never created. Full story on channel, link below.